Just like, for example, in Canada, right? Before 2024, business related profession used to be booming, right? If you study anything business related, bam, automatic period, bam, automatic period. You guys remember? But now 2024 won't buy business anything related. Even before then, transport used to be very much in hot cake in Canada. If you study anything transport or logistics, bam, what you buy period, bam, what you buy period. By the time what happened? 2024, transport was out of the PGW eligible list. Business, this thing was out of it. What does that tell you? So sometimes, so that's why I don't advise people to study all those courses that they have like limited capacity. In as much as Canada threw out people doing business and transport from their list, do you know that we have some countries that will welcome you with the whole of their hearts? And even especially transport, I found countries that they depend on this transport. If you do anything related to transport, logistics, this thing, they are in their need of them. There's one of those research that I was doing. I found out that so many people were doing diploma. I was like, this kind of country, King Konja, BSc, some you know, that type of thing. It even make you feel like, imagine coming to work and they're there, hello ma. You know, that kind, just because. So I've always encouraged people to go for bachelor's. Right? My mouth is smelling. You always prefer all those agents that will come and tell you, come and do masters in water bottle. Masters in water bottle, guys, still better. At least I want more mama low water bottle. Now tell you, come and do. If there is masters in sunlight, you people will go and do it. You shall want to jump, but you don't even care. And recently, like, I see videos about people in these top countries. They'll be making videos. They'll be saying, there's no job here. We are just living. Why won't you just be living? For example, now, one of those unpopular one is geographers, or some people that study geology, geography, all those me have said it that everybody should be studying geo anything, it's not a useless course. But fortunately, there's one country that actually wants you guys. Yeah, and that one is public health. So imagine what I went through trying to streamline and look for countries that will give the people like this automatic PR. Hey guys, welcome back again to another video that you guys are not expecting. Permit me to maintain some freshness. Thank you very much. So guys, in today's video, this is also another video that you guys are not thinking about. You guys know sometimes, is it last year? I will last year, we won't see, but you guys remember the video that I was telling you guys to drop your profession, and I'll try to look for pathway about how you can migrate through your profession to other countries, right? And you guys know that on my channel I've always been a lover of, before you leave Nigeria, make sure you're groomed in your expertise, regardless of even if they are doing automatic permanent residency, green card and all of that. They don't give it to any other person, right? Aside maybe giving it by marriage, they have to be sure that you are of labor or economic benefits, either labor wise or financial wise benefits to them. Labor wise is you getting a job there, that one is labor wise. Then financial benefit is all this PR by investment, citizenship by investment. So you're either doing the labor or you're giving them the money. Anything short of that, there is no country that actually wants to compromise for you to be their permanent residence. And I will tell you, in my years of expertise in this business, hey, if you guys saw here, oh my, this will even bring me to, guy, I did not even celebrate my anniversary this year. But I should be almost 5 years. Actually, 5 years. And in my years of, anyways, as I was saying, Jerry, my people, during consultation with clients, I've actually seen some people that were actually based in some of these top countries, but they had to migrate or leave because they are not this. Some, they even maybe got the permanent residency by marriage or this thing. But even at that, they're unable to get a job or they're unable to get stability. And that's why I made a video sometimes. When did I post the video? A few weeks ago. I'll be last month or upper last month. Go through my channel telling you guys that forget about permanent residency and citizenship for now, because you can have that PR and citizenship and it will not save you. The only thing that can save you, that even if you don't have your PR, even if you don't have your citizenship, is your what? Is your skills. There are skills that you've acquired. There are skills that are of economic benefit to the country that you are going to. That's why there are some professions that they don't even struggle for PR or this, but you people will be like, my mouth is smelling. You always prefer all those agents that will come and tell you, come and do masters in water bottle. Masters in water bottle guys still better. At least I want more mama low water bottle. Now pay come and if there's masters in sunlight, you people will go and do it. You shall want to jump, but you don't even care, right? It is after you not talk, your eyes will not open. But then when some people like us be like, come and do this course, come and pay for this course. I mean, I saw one course that you can do 1 year. This you will have you're charging for it, but the ones that are giving you for free, they are letting you as cheap. But what I say, come and pay for you, say no. Anyways, like I used to say, if you're watching me by now and you still don't have immigration sense, me, I don't even know. So, what was I saying? I forgot. So, like when I came to make the video, that I'm going to look for pathway of how each profession can actually jackpot outside the country, because like I said, I'm always a lover of when you're leaving Nigeria or your home country, make sure you actually migrate with as much expertise as you can, so that you don't get there and be struggling. And recently, like I see videos about people in these top countries, they'll be making videos, they'll be saying, there's no job here, we are just living, why won't you just be living? Why won't you just believe it? Can you be like an expertise? You should have your own skill in that country. And if you check all those people that is always making that video and saying we are just living, we are not, ask them the job they are doing. They either was doing warehouse job, either they were doing care assistant or this thing. You'll never see a doctor come and set ring light and say, in this USA that I am, I'm just living. You'll never see a nurse come in US or in Canada come and say, this Canada where I just they live. You never see a laboratory scientist come and say, Canada is hard, there is no job here. You see? Can you see? But you see all those ones that they ran away, they left their hospital, they don't have any skills, they don't have anything of economic benefits. And one said to me, abroad is hard. Hey, they do this one, they do this one. So there's not how you migrate with your skill and they will not recognize it. That's why I always tell people and trying to encourage, like, make sure if you're doing a good job, a good profession in Nigeria, make sure you follow that trail and jump with it. But if you don't have a good profession, maybe you studied any course, and that can be even owing to the fact that there are some people that they are not lucky with educated parents. Like for me, I was lucky to have educated parents. My both parents were they are educated to advanced level, so in that way it was easy for them to guide us. Be a science, all of you science students, you have to be a doctor, nurse, like that, right? So there are some people that they are not lucky to have educated parents, and I shared with you guys my experience when I went to register for JAMB then, when they were asking some people, so which school do you choose? The person was choosing UI, and they were like, which course? It was like, any course, you just put them like. So I've said this severally in my videos that I feel like secondary school should do career orientation to students before they get to, like, when they're getting to their SS3. In fact, they should include it in course curriculum. I know that they do entrepreneurship or this thing. There's so many people that they are not privileged to have educated parents. So that way, choosing a career path can be very difficult. In this 2025 that we're even talking about, do you know that there are some people that will still write JAMB? That JAMB, we still give them Yoruba, they will still do it. They will still give them French, they will still do it. Because there's nobody to actually guide them that this is the way they do, make sense. This is the way, it's not about just going to school. It's not about just finishing your degree. It's not about that anymore. There's no one to guide them. So if you know that you find yourself in that situation, you're not lucky to find somebody to guide you in what you should study in school, you just graduate and you be like, but I said I don't fuck up, right? And all of that. At least your degree no waste. If they do like Canada Express entry, go grant you points. But at this point, with Canada Express entry, even though your points with this still safe, you will see it. So if you know you fall in that category, I've posted so many videos in the past about short courses that you can do for JAPA, about you changing your career entirely, right? Like I was able to look for countries that they do short duration of courses, right? For example, in Nigeria, nursing takes like 6 years, BSc degree. And you guys know I used to say that if you want to study any course, I'm always a lover of do it in bachelor, so that anywhere you find yourself, you go top them, right? There's one of those research that I was doing. I found out that so many people were doing diploma. I was like, this kind of country, King Konja, BSc, last modoga in bini. You know, that type of thing is even make you feel like, imagine coming to work and they're there, hello ma. You know, that kind, just because. So I've always encouraged people to go for bachelors, right? Yeah, if you're not studying it in Nigeria, it's only in Nigeria that you actually see the year difference between diploma and bachelor's degree. Right, but outside the country, you see diploma for 3 years and then bachelor's for 4 years. Then when I asked those people going for bachelor's, like in one of those countries I was doing research, they say because the first year natural sciences had like. And then another thing again, that people actually chose wrong profession or wrong courses because maybe they might want to study the course of their choice, even if they have educated parents, but the problem might be money. But how would you have educated parents and problem of you studying a good course would be money? No matter how cheap it is, I don't know, but scenarios differs. This is just me trying to say that regardless of anyone you find yourself, you don't have to eat yourself up. So that was why I came to post that video, I think last year, that I'm working currently on some professions and how you can migrate outside Nigeria. You don't have to give up your profession, because the only pathway that is common to people now and how to migrate is nursing. Even person will be say they just born safe, you don't know how to migrate from Nigeria to USA or this thing as a nurse, because that one is more common. But then we still have some professions that are really in high demand outside the country, and we still have some professions that they are not so much in high demand, but then they are just little people that studied it. There are some professions like that. There are some professions that is not common. There are some professions that will look down on. There are some professions that me have made video that don't study this course. Don't study this course because the job prospect is limited. But then in life, right, I be in different countries, things can happen. This thing, then you just see that for a number of time, just like for example in Canada, right, before 2024, business related profession used to be booming, right? If you study anything business related, bam, automatic period. You guys remember? But now 2024, won't buy business anything related. Even before then, transport used to be very much in hot cake in Canada. If you study anything transport or logistics, bam, what you buy period, bam, what you buy period. By the time what happened, 2024, transport was out of the PGW eligible list. Business, this thing was out of it. What does that tell you? So sometimes, so that's why I don't advise people to study all those courses that they have like limited capacity, limited this thing, that it's only when maybe the country is going through something or that's when they will not start saying this thing like that. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say. But regardless, I try to streamline those options. So for example, in as much as Canada threw out people doing business and transport from their list, do you know that we have some countries that will welcome you with the whole of their hearts? And even especially transport, I found countries that they depend on this transport. If you do anything related to transport, logistics, this thing, they are in their need of them, right? But at that point, you have to be like that country limited. So if you don't study a generic course like nursing, like all this medical course, if you have to migrate outside the country, you might be country restricted, country limited. So that's why I don't used to advise people to study all these limited courses. I always advise you go for something that is generic, so that today I can be like, okay, I'm living Canada, I'm going to UK, you're good. Oh, I'm living UK, I'm going to US, you're good. Oh, I'm living this thing like this. But then there are some courses that if like if it's more way, you know, this type of thing is not encouraging. But regardless of that, like I said, I still have my way of streamlining it, right? At all, that bad. Instead of you sitting back in Nigeria and saying, God when, that this your degree is useless, this your experience is useless, nobody's taking you. I was able to fine-tune ways in which each professions can actually move outside the country. Like I said, you might be country restricted. If you know, say you study those courses, yeah, but at least I try to look for countries that they pay very well, that you can get permanent residency, that you can, yeah. So if you're able to move from Nigeria to this country to establish yourself, get your PR, get good pay, and this thing, from there, you might decide to stay back in the country, you might decide to change course or this, but like I used to say, at all, nine bad pass. So follow me on this journey as I'll be unveiling to you different courses, different professions, and how you can actually migrate under the outside the country. But note, Kimoso, note, it's not free. It's not, you don't think that I'll come and say, hey guys, so if you're for example, now one of those unpopular one is geographers, or some people that study geology, geography, all those me have said it that everybody should be studying geo anything, it's not a useless course. But fortunately, there's one country that actually wants you guys. Yeah, another one is public health. So I'll make subsequent videos like that. So imagine what I went through trying to streamline and look for countries that will give the people like this automatic PR. So it's not free. As usual, you guys know the detail now. For me to tell you the name of the country, for me to tell you the name of the pathway, the name, all those type of things. So this is just like an introduction to the packages, right? So in my subsequent videos, I'm going to be giving you guys hints by hints and all of that. So guys, that will bring us to the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye for now.